There's pretty much only been one class that has been mentioned in almost every interview. And I'm actually really interested to see where our professional, excuse me, where our professional player is going to rank this class in all of our categories. If there is one class that I see recommended to new players when they first start this game, it's this class. If there is one class that I see recommended to bad players when they play this game, it is this class. If there is one class that I see get recommended to lazy players when they are making a new boss mule or whatever, it is this class. We're gonna change things up a little bit from what I've usually been doing. I think almost every single player I've interviewed, except for one, was a reboot GMS player. But today, we are actually gonna mix it up a little bit, and we are gonna talk to a reg server player on GMS about BOWMASTER. And that's right, we got BACUN. Yo.
Yo.
What's up,
hey,
bro?
Thanks for having me. Hey guys, before we start, you press your sequence and hold hurricane and that's it. Bye. That's it.
He left. He left. Yo.
Hey, yo.
Oh, did you forget something?
Hey, gotta do it for the memes, you know?
Oh, okay. So there is another button to press. There's a third button?
There's a couple. But,
Okay.
You know, I've done some prep work, you know, leading up to this, but I will inspire for the community and
Yes, of course.
for everyone else to keep it under a crisp 30 minutes.
Oh, damn. Okay, under 30 minutes. That's crazy. There he is, guys. He's hurricaning. Damn.
Yeah. I can hurricane and duck immediately. Wow. Button
Damn.
HP 3. It took a while for me to master that, guys, so don't try it at home.
Damn. That's
All right.
impressive. Surely you've got something cool that you can show to us that's like BOWMASTER exclusive before we like talk about the specifics about the class, right?
I guess. I guess for the unique thing. Okay, so there's a couple things like there's teleport, but that, you know, marksman and blaze wizard has that, and I think this is pretty cool for us because we have a little bit, because of the way it harmonizes with with hurricane.
Okay.
That we might have a better end lag. We're able to utilize it a little better.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of that, there's also things like down jumping really quick.
Oh, okay.
So we can
you have like a little
up-jump,
plummet?
but we have a plummet, but this is technically our down jump as well.
Oh, okay.
And one thing is, you know, you've heard about blood arrows.
Uh-huh.
So
I don't know
one
like
unique
what
thing-
I don't know what
know
all these arrows things are though on the class.
Oh, we'll get into that. But you know, blood arrows. So when you're attacking with hurricane, and there's a 60% chance when you hit with attacks that it procs the arrow,
Uh-huh.
and it heals. It used to heal for 5%, but it now heals for like 1.8% HP.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, I'll go into Exodus to show you real quick. While BOWMASTER's stuff is like all happening at the same time, there's something unique to it where you could be jumping around and my burst is still going off and I can still heal.
Okay.
Because it's still attacking.
Okay.
And that's like the very only BOWMASTER specific thing. Maybe it's like a 0 button thing. All right, so I'll get it started. and then so I'm attacking, right? But I'm jumping around and I'm healing at the same time.
Uh-huh.
So I take damage, but I'm still healing because my burst is going off.
Oh.
I'm not even attacking right now. I'm just walking around.
Okay.
So yeah, that's our one unique thing. So I'm just standing here.
And just healing.
Yep. All right, that's a little much, but I face tank a little much, but that's our one unique thing. Otherwise,
Okay.
that's about it.
Okay. Pretty cool. Not bad. All right. Well, I mean, fuck it. Let's just get into it. So why don't you tell us the story of what got you started playing Maple first?
Much like BM, my story is pretty simple. So I played during high. I'm an unk, as the kids say nowadays.
Yeah, me too. All
So
good.
I was like freshman or sophomore when it came out, when beta came out. So I played for a while, played until like third job released, and I quit. Then I came back for the summer of COVID. So that's
Okay.
when I came back. And
Okay.
for about a year, I took it casually, playing, leveling up, and then after about a year, I really started, learning the game and getting into it. So, I mean, I'm here now, I guess.
Okay.
And it's been like a good 5 years now.
Yeah. And you played on reg server the entire time?
Yep, I played on Bear the entire time.
Okay. No interest in reboot?
I like Frenzy Totem too much.
Okay.
And the aspect, the trading aspect.
Yep.
So the interactive exclusive stuff, I like that too much to just give it away and start over. And I'm in far into deep.
Yeah.
To give it up now.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I have 10.4K
Damn.
Legion. Like, I can't give that up.
Damn, 10.4K is crazy. Okay. It's because of the frenzy, right? It's
Yeah,
gotta be.
it is. Yeah, Frenzy. Yep.
It's gotta be. All right, well, let's just talk about BOWMASTER then. So
In terms of like my accomplishments, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
So I really started trying to become like a good BOWMASTER right when the first, like, I was growing the whole time, but like Punch King Season 1 came around, and thankfully I was able to get win Punch King for BOWMASTERs in Interactive.
Okay. Wait, you were the highest ranked BOWMASTER for Punch King?
Yeah, the best Punch King score in all of Reg for BOWMASTERs.
Damn.
And then after that, I was the first BOWMASTER to solo normal Kalos and also Chaos Kalos.
Okay.
I was the first BOWMASTER to hit 100K covert and 200K covert.
Okay.
I was the first one to solo normal Caling and also normal Limbo.
Okay.
And then I was also the first one to solo XBM, and just recently I was also the first BM to solo XSeren.
Damn, okay. We doing some BOWMASTER shit out here, I guess. God damn.
I mean, so here's, I can't believe I'm giving away my secret tech right now. So if you like really press down on a hurricane, you get 10 FD. Like fucking bend your keyboard, you will gain 10 FD. I am not kidding.
Yeah,
that's secret tech.
So that's how you're doing all the damage more than the other BOWMASTERs. Yes. Oh, okay.
When I work out, I do the grips. That's all I
do. Yeah, I got
just
some of those things keep somewhere.
That hurricane going.
That grip strength, yeah. I got some of those somewhere too. Damn. Okay. Finger workouts.
But yeah, I mean, so I'm not current. I'm probably like top 3. You know, there's a couple of bowmasters that are just as geared as me nowadays, but I'm around, you know, top 1, top
1.2
2,
bill
top
is
3.
crazy.
Yeah.
What's like, I don't know what like the highest that you can kind of get to on reg server is.
So right now, you know, there's the whole Kana being broken and Tetsu is like killing whatchamacallit, Covert
Yeah.
boss with 304k.
Yeah.
Well, there's already like there's a Night Lord, there's a couple of really strong covert classes that are already killing covert boss
Okay.
right now. So that is kind of the ceiling right now. It is pretty crazy. For myself, Bowmaster is not really good at covert, but I just recently hit 238 and a half.
Damn.
So that's okay. I mean, Bowmaster's not that good of a covert class. We're better at solo stuff.
Okay. Well then you want to just get into it then? You want to just start talking about this class?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I don't know if you want to try to like stretch it out or if you want to try to speed run it. This is completely up to you, but let's talk about burst first. So walk me through what it's like bursting on Bowmaster.
Okay, so
sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
let me I mean, I goddamn. Let me spawn the boss real quick. Okay, so everyone take out your screenshot tool, screenshot this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was like 11 skills.
Yeah, put that on sequence. And then get your arrow blaster skill. So place down arrow blaster. Right. Turn on guided arrow. Turn on your 2 toggles. Press your sequence. Hold hurricane.
Yo. Wait, that was like 3 more buttons than I was expecting.
I mean, this is it. And there's a little bit more nuance if you want to min-max your damage, which there is with Hexa Hurricane. But this is like our 40-second burst damage. Now, some people count the burst as 30 seconds. Some people count it as 40 because Vicious Shot, you're familiar with Vicious Shot, that lasts 30 seconds. But our main like FD enhancing skill Quiver Barrage lasts 40 seconds.
Okay.
So some people, you know, say our burst is 30 seconds. Some people count as burst as 40 seconds. But our burst, a lot of people think that Bowmaster is like a DPM class, but until Mastery 3 and 4, we were actually more burst oriented. If you count our burst as 30 seconds. Our burst was closer to like 70-30 before Mastery 3 and 4. Okay. So just because like, so that just goes to show like our Hurricane wasn't much of our damage in our BA. But now with Mastery 3 and 4, there's other, you know, boosts to our passive skills. So that the ratio has shifted slightly to 60-40. Like, you know, 60 burst, 40 DPM.
And it's 2-minute cooldowns, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically what the sequence is this is summon our Phoenix and the longest cooldowns first to the shortest. Okay. So this is 70 seconds. It just AoEs the boss and adds lines. This just gives us more damage. This just transforms our bird. Phoenix just transforms our bird and does extra lines. Quiver Barrage and Vicious Shot is considered our main burst damage. So this one is 40 seconds, and it gives plus 15 FD and plus 20% attack power, and it gives you 18 charges. of arrowheads, flaming arrows. And what it does is for 40 seconds, it activates both yellow and red arrows at the same time. So, you know, you can play. So that's why when I was using Quiver Barrage, that I was healing during X-Lotus.
Okay.
Because both arrowheads were active while I was attacking. So, and the flaming arrows from the skill comes out. It's 18 charges, and it comes out every 3 seconds or something. It comes out every 2 seconds.
Okay.
So you need to be constantly hitting the boss, and it takes 36 seconds to use all the flaming arrows with like a 4-second leeway.
Okay.
So if there's interruptions or the boss disappears, you don't get the full value of your burst.
Got it.
Which is unfortunate. And then this is concentration, just extra damage. Vicious shot, you know about that. Stacking crit rate.
Yep.
Would you like me to explain it? Or
yeah, sure. Explain it for anyone who doesn't know.
Okay. So vicious shot allows someone's the Bowmaster's crit rate to go past 100. So as a secondary stat, Bowmasters love to stack crit rate, and whatever the new number is past 100. So let's say I'm at 100% crit rate, I use vicious shot and I go to 200. So half of that value becomes crit damage. So the 200%, half of that is 100%. So I gain 100% crit damage for 30 seconds. So in like Legion and other extra systems or like event stats, we want to be stacking crit rate as much as possible.
Yeah.
And it's also why Bowmasters and Bowmen love Shade in general, because Shade gives crit rate to Bowmen.
Yeah.
And Inhuman Speed is just more lines. It just says like you're so fast that you create extra clones of yourself that shoots extra arrows, which is like nonsense.
Okay.
But that's the lore identity of Bowmasters, that we shoot arrows so fast it looks like a hurricane.
Okay.
Of arrows.
Ah, okay, I got it.
Yeah, and then AB Link and Ozring. But Ozring we play continuous for the most part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we used to be Roar, but with the new mastery and new updates, it's just even in party play, you're playing continuous.
Interesting. Okay.
Makes it simple.
Yeah, makes it real simple. Because that's what this class needed, was to get more simple. Okay. Oh, thank God they changed that, guys. I can finally understand how to play the class now.
Well, I'll tell you this. So Destiny came 3 years ago and remastered Bowmaster. And that was the best thing to happen to this class. Like, right, it simplified everything, but in the best way possible, because Bowmaster before Destiny was a pain in the ass to play. Okay. Because it was simple in design, but it was a pain in the ass in the execution. And the way it worked is these things, the quiver cartridge, the yellow arrow and the blood arrow, there used to be something called the purple arrow. And the purple arrow gives you crit damage. But the yellow arrow was by far the best arrow to use. But each one had charges. So each one had like 30 charges or 25 arrowheads. So if you use that one, if you use 25 yellow, you go to the red. And if you use up to 25 red, you go to purple.
Yeah.
So you just cycle between the 3 arrowheads, but it was difficult because, like, let's say you were bursting and you didn't want to use healing. You wanted the yellow one for damage. Yeah. So there was a skill that they had was, it was a locking skill, so it locks in the current arrowhead for 60 seconds. So let's say I'm in a bind and I need healing, so I switch to healing arrows, and then I lock in the skill for the next minute. I have healing arrows. But let's say during burst, I accidentally lock in healing arrows instead of the yellow arrows. Then for the next minute, I'm down 6 FD.
Yeah.
and that was just like the biggest pain
Okay.
pain play style. Yeah.
Chat's asking if you can distinct the differences between like BIS Ozerings for reg versus reboot. Do you know?
It's the same.
Oh, okay.
Continuous both servers.
Okay.
We do use roar for origin burst for the final 30 seconds, so we swap out of it.
Okay.
But for the first 90 seconds, we're using continuous, and then we go roar.
Okay. Okay. All right. So give me a ranking for your burst damage overall then.
I would say for how easy it is, and the execution is pretty easy. The sequence is easy. It's not the strongest burst, but it's pretty average or slightly above average in the DPS rankings. I gotta give it an A.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Not bad. Very easy. How about let's talk about your off burst, like DPMing. So what's going on while you're waiting for cooldowns?
Yep. So DPMing. Our 60-second burst is pressing AB.
Okay.
The end.
And then what other skills do you use?
Hurricane.
Okay.
The end.
Okay, can you show it off for anyone who's not following?
Yeah. Sorry. Oh. So AB and then Hurricane.
Okay, got it.
So, in effect, the final effect is what I just described, but to make it to explain a little bit, to WordPad a little bit. Okay, so you see the continuous activations, right? And Hexa Hurricane upgrades Hurricane to the point, so it adds a charge system. So you can see right here at the bottom left, my Hurricane is gaining stacks. And it gains stacks until 75, and then it turns into shootout mode, and it shoots out all 75 stacks with a damage increase and a speed increase.
Okay.
So what we want to do, if you want to min-max your damage, is during continuous procs, when the ring is on, you want to turn on shootout mode. And while it's off, you want to be charging. So now continuous is on, turn on shootout mode. The tricky thing is you can turn it on manually shootout mode, but it requires a minimum of 40 stacks before you can turn it on.
Okay. So do you have a button to manually turn it on?
So you can right click it. So I have a C right now. So C is for attack. So I use control for that. So I use attack button for that, but the default is NPC chat.
Wait, what?
So so I right clicked it.
Yeah.
So right now, if I want to turn shootout mode, I use NPC chat instead, right? But instead of NPC chat,
what is NPC chat?
The spacebar.
Oh,
spacebar.
Got it. Interact. Got it. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, interact. Interact. My bad. But I have it right click, so I have.
Wait, so you interact while you're hurricaning, or just whenever?
Yes.
Okay.
So I wait. So during most of the boss, my eyes are right here. So I'm looking like right here, looking at the continuous procs into my hurricane button to when to proc it. And then I play the boss basically with my peripheral vision.
Okay.
And the thing is as I'm doing that, there's the passives. So right here, the thing that just procced. So I'll show you. This thing is my Silhouette Mirage, which is like my damage mitigation ability, but it also gives me passive damage. And this is called Speed Mirage, is a big part of our damage ever since the new masteries came out. So you keep attacking and it builds stacks. And when the stack reaches the limit, it shoots extra arrows.
Okay.
And it goes through multiple mobs as well if you're mobbing.
Okay.
So you see that? And during burst, it counts like your other skills as hits as well. So it's like going off every like 1 or 2 seconds.
Yeah. Okay.
Besides that, I'm like, so if you really want to min-max it, there's something else you can do.
Okay.
So our new mastery introduced a skill called Extra Quiver Barrage. So this thing is an extension of the yellow arrows, right? So you can see right here, this thing is stacking up. And then once I reached 50 stacks, the skill activated automatically. So it gives, you see this little purple arrows coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the extra quiver barrages. So it activates every 30 seconds. And then in the meantime, hold on, let me turn off. So it's building up stacks from the yellow arrow. So every time yellow arrow procs, it builds up this stack.
Yeah.
And you can do it so that you can switch to blood arrow and stack up the blue cartridge.
Okay.
But the way you want to do it is do it when Storm of Arrows is off cooldown.
Mm-hmm.
So Storm of Arrows lasts 70 seconds, but during the 70 seconds, it doubles your chance to cast Yellow Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
But Yellow Arrow is like 6% of our FD. So if you switch to Blood Arrow, you lose like 6% FD.
Mm-hmm.
But during Storm of Arrows, when Storm of Arrows goes on, it's less FD. So you can switch to Blood Arrows and stack that up before the 30 seconds is up to get extra arrows out.
Yeah. Okay. Be honest, how often do you or other bowmasters use all this tech?
So for easy bosses, I do swap. But if I'm tryharding and there's a lot of stuff, I'm usually ignoring the swapping.
Yeah.
But 99% of the time, I am watching Continuous Ring to proc Hexa Hurricane.
Yeah. Okay.
For shootout mode.
Sure.
So I'm doing this 100%. And then I would say, depending on the boss, I choose to not do it or do it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all that for, guess how much FD?
Like 3 or something?
Ooh, that's a lot. 1.6.
No.
This
way,
is what it's
bro.
around 1.6 after we get the buff in September.
Okay, what's it now?
So this whole shootout mode min-max thing is probably about 1 FD. It's probably slightly higher.
Okay.
But this whole like swapping for the extra quiver double stack cartridges is about 0.6 FD after the buff.
Okay.
Yeah. So for the most part, 99% of bowmasters are just gonna right-click this extra quiver cartridge and just have it automatically cast at 50 stacks when the cooldown's up. So that's it.
Yeah. All right. I mean, that seems completely valid. 1% damage difference for a lot less worry.
And then the other thing is our Arrow Blaster. So making sure our Arrow Blaster is constantly attacking the boss.
Okay.
This is like after the mastery, it's a good 5-6% of our damage.
So it doesn't shoot automatically, right? You have to like aim it and like replace it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is another one of those right-click abilities. So you can choose attack or interact key to place it. So how to do it is I hold the ability, and then I have it set to attack key. So I press attack. And then it places for a minute.
Okay.
And then what you can do is you can aim it up. So you have your placed one, you can use another one. So like for Black Mage P2, right? Let's say it's like FMA and it's on the left side of the map, right? You can do this tech and hit Black Mage from the left side of the map for the 1% HP you're gonna deal during that time.
Okay.
But there's also if you hold up while you place it, it places with the highest angle.
Okay.
So there's that as well. But yeah, in the September patch, I'm pretty sure they're removing the cooldown. So there's a 5-second cooldown before you can be placed again.
Okay.
So there's a lot of bosses like Saren that dash around, right? So bowmasters have to get used to like pressing it fast and then doing this with the boss, and then when the boss moves around, you gotta press it again real quick.
Yep.
So that's like the only quote-unquote tech
Okay.
that a lot of bowmasters neglect, because this is like 6% FD. That's a pretty sizable chunk of damage.
Okay. So give me a ranking then for your off burst damage.
C.
Okay. Not the worst.
Although in the September patch, we have like our Silhouette Mirage, which is like 2.5% of our FD. It's going to be like 90% buffed. So it's closer to 5% FD or 4.5%, but it's still kind of basic and not that much.
All right. Not bad. Let's move on and chat about your mobility.
Okay.
So, yeah, what you got going on?
So our mobility is just like marksman.
Okay.
So we can have our blink shot and then use that. And then we have our covering fire. Up jump. We can use it as an air stall.
Okay.
Let's say there's like a low platform right here. Instead of doing like one of these things that's slow, you can do a quick double jump into covering fire for a short hop.
Okay.
And it reaches like lower platforms. We're getting a dash in September.
Okay.
We don't have a dash now.
All right.
And then covering fire can obviously be used as like a budget homeless triple jump.
Okay.
Or it can be used as a whatchamacallit, horizontal stop.
Like momentum cancel?
Momentum cancel, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
I just read in chat, will BN be able to use dash while holding hurricane? No. But just kind of like being able to duck and use hurricane instantly. So like that, you can dash and use hurricane instantly, basically, out of it.
Okay. That'll be good. So what do you rank the mobility then?
Just because of our teleport, I would rank it a B-.
Okay.
It's underrated. If it requires some boss knowledge to maximize its value. So I would say, yeah, it's underrated because it's just like a basic, double jump class. But
you can't flash jump while hurricaning, right?
No.
You can normal jump, but yeah.
Well, you can jump. You can normal jump.
Okay. All right.
I will say there's one quirk with Explorer Archer up jumps. I don't know if other bowmen have covered this, like the PF or something, but right now I have it right clicked.
Okay.
There's a lot of right clicks in this. So hold on. Is that the up? Okay. Yeah, so normal up jumps are jump and hold up arrow and jump, right? So basically like almost every single class. But it's the up jump, if you have it as default, it's kind of like Demon Slayer. You have to jump and double tap up.
Oh, okay. Weird.
And the weird thing is it doesn't work for the forward jump like Demon Slayers. It's just for the up jump.
Okay.
So you have to tap jump twice to jump forward. But if you want to up jump, you have to do the double tap up. So it's annoying, it's stupid, outdated. So just right click it and forget about it.
Okay.
And that also applies for marksman and PF.
Okay. All right, well, let's move on. Let's talk about your survivability. So,
okay.
Specifically things that allow you to stand in places you wouldn't otherwise want to stand because of damage or whatever. So like healing, I think you talked about before, if you want to go over it again. Any like doors or iframes or anything defensive.
So I see in chat like easy SSS. That was before. But we've had some nerfs since then. Blood Arrow used to be a 70% activation on hits, and it healed for 5% HP.
Okay.
But now it's 60% activation chance, and it's for 1.8% HP.
Okay.
It is a sizable nerf.
Is that recent?
So whereas that was about a year ago. So, you know, in Black Mage P4, no, I would say 6 months ago, more like. You know, in Black Mage P4, before the nerf, you can just stand and just tank those bullets.
Yeah.
Now you can't. You have to dodge them.
Yeah, okay.
So.
Okay.
Hexa Blood Arrow did not fix that. It just increased damage.
Okay.
And then our main other source of damage mitigation. So people call this an iframe, but it's not an iframe. It is a shitty damage mitigation you can't control, and you have no control over. And if you gain benefit from it, you just happen to gain benefit from it. And the way it works is you see these little shadow clones. So you sacrifice these shadow clones to mitigate damage. So it spawns, you can hold up to 2, and one spawns every 50 seconds. And the way to use it is if you take a hit that does 50% or higher HP, it will reduce that damage by 90%.
Okay.
So let's say you take your full HP and you take a hit that does 100% of your damage. So normally it would one-shot you, but you eat up a shadow clone, and then you only take 10%.
Yep.
So if you're theoretically full health, you can, in Kalos P2, you're out of position and you're full health, you can tank one hit from Kalos's test.
Okay.
And have 1 HP.
Okay.
But the thing is like it only counts for one instance of that damage. So let's say for Kalos, let's say if you were to laser you, laser does 10 instances of 100% damage. So you'll take, so the first 2 lines it'll mitigate, and then the rest 800% remaining will destroy you. So there are instances where you can survive, like let's say X Lotus, you're standing on the floor and then he zaps the floor and you die and you're supposed to die. It can maybe tank that hit.
Okay.
But you can't, it's not a reactable thing because you can't press the skill to actively sacrifice a shadow. You just happen to have a shadow on while you are doing the boss, because anything that is 50% or higher that you take damage-wise incidentally, it's going to trigger a shadow. So more often than not, if you're doing hard bosses, you're just 0 shadow the entire time.
Okay.
Now, there's a benefit to it. The 6-job upgrade increased the 90% to 95%. So you can technically survive up to 1999%.
Damn.
And survive with 1 HP.
Okay.
But there's, very few, mechanics in the game that will do 1999. damage. I can't even name one
Okay.
besides Callus, but that's 999.
Okay.
So, like, Bowmasters did have a reputation of like phase tanking everything, and that was true for a while. But we can't really survive one shots on purpose unless like you're really paying attention to your shadow count. And I just I can't remember the last time I actively thought like, oh, I have a shadow, I can tank this. Doesn't really happen. But then
Okay.
again, I have bot, but the bot is something else.
Okay. So it's kind is I mean it's kind of like a door.
It's pseudo door.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, it will definitely get you out of some situations, especially at the beginning of the boss when you have two shadows.
Yeah.
And if you do, like, I have it on the top right corner, but maybe if you had it, you know, as one of your favorites, you can make more conscious use of it. But it's more often than not, you're like in the boss getting hit by stuff and you have zero shadow, and you're like, oh, even if you want to use it, it's not like more often
Why
than
do
not
you
you're
have
at
zero shadow?
Because you get hit.
But if you didn't have the shadow to begin with, you would have been dead already.
I'm a bowmaster, bro. I'm tanking that shit because I have shadows. But when I actually need it, I don't have shadows.
Oh hell no, dude. That is crazy.
BM brain, bro.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay.
In November when we get our ascent skills, we get our ascent skill is a two-parter, so it's two-part ascent. So it's like 2 mini iframes.
Okay.
I don't know how would you count that? Not really.
Yeah, no. No ascent skills were counted yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm curious what you're gonna rank this for survivability then.
A.
He said A. All right.
A minus.
A minus is crazy. Okay. Interesting. Do you have a class that you think it's like comparable to?
I would honestly say B plus. Like I'm truly being honest.
You're gonna make me have to redo this interview too, because all the bowmasters are gonna be like, nah, dude, nah.
There's things. I mean, I have a little bit of a different perspective because I play with BOD, and that will switch things up. What
is that?
I'll explain later. But B, I would say B or B plus because blood arrows were significantly nerfed. So it is like it went from 5% HP at a higher activation rate to 1.8 per cast. It is a big difference. And during burst, you have 40 seconds where all the arrows are active. So yes, you're pretty invincible as long as you're not tanking like 1,000, one shot KO attacks. You'll most likely survive those.
No, you will survive those because of your shadow clones.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
The thing is blood arrows are minus 6 FD. So if you're trying to min-max the boss, if you're playing it casually, it is good healing, but if you're trying to min-max the boss, would you like to throw away 6 to 7 FD? It's like, well, actually, with the new mastery, it's closer to 3 FD. We did BA testing, so. I will cede a little ground, and I'll bump it up to an A.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're gonna have to find out what bot is later.
Yeah.
Can we skip this section?
I mean, the burst damage and off burst, it really did cover it.
Yeah, no, I think you did. I think you did for sure. Definitely covered it. What I have done in the past when people like covered like pretty much everything that needed to be covered in the first couple sections was like get a little bit of a bossing showcase going on. I don't know if you want to just like go into a boss and hit it for a little bit so we can just see what it's like.
I mean, we can go into some of the rec stuff I was talking about.
Oh?
I meant to press tab there, but it's all right. So I'll go into X-Lotus.
Okay.
So we were talking about BOD.
And
this is an interactive only thing. And the reason, this is probably the most reason why my survivability ranking is a little controversial. And not with the general public because I play with BOD. So it is a ring and it gives you an ability. And the ability is called Dawn Shield. So Dawn Shield, so it's just activated and it gave me a second HP bar.
Okay.
So the purple HP bar. And so the second HP bar acts as like a completely separate HP on top of my red HP, which is my regular HP, right? And I can take one instance of 1,000,000% damage, but I'll still survive. I won't die because it'll eat the purple shield.
Okay. So it doesn't do
right?
one bit of damage doesn't do more damage than the purple shield.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and the thing is, it's a minute cooldown. So if I lose the shield, I can wait out the timer at the bottom right here, and then recast it. And, you know, it's slowly degrading over time, and hits I take will refresh the shield. So I'll show you. So my arrow blaster is hitting this, right? And arrow blaster works with BOD for some reason, right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna tank all these hits, and you can see me tank damage, but it instantly refreshes. This is BOD.
And that just stays on forever?
Every minute.
Yeah, but it lasts for a minute and then you put it back on for another minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can just see me. Well,
so do you like actually have to play the game?
Well, one shots like this thing here will kill me, but and the thing is with the shadow clones, like it'll eat my clones even if I don't lose purple bar. Like the shadow clone calculation happens before bot calculation. So that's why I have 0 all the time.
Yeah.
But would you like to see some other rec stuff before the quick boss showcase?
I mean, what else you got?
Yeah. All right, let me go into training. So you know about Frenzy Totem,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I'll show that real quick. And fire startering. All right. So Frenzy Totem makes it so that for Talahart maps, I can train like 60 to 62k mobs an hour.
Yep.
And I'll just show you my rotation real quick. Janice. And then I just rotate my cooldowns, stay here, and hold Arrow Blaster. And this is literally my... So this is the way 99% of interactive trains. Everyone literally trains like this. Put down 3 Janus Orbs, put down your fountain, and then just hold and attack.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's a cash shop ring. This is called a fire starter ring. So you know the burning on the map?
Yeah.
It's a 30-minute cooldown. You cast it, and it refreshes it to 100%.
Okay.
And then this is another one was, so usually what I'll do is you'll train, wait until it like drops. And then right after it drops, you press fire starter ring, and then you're at 100 burning again.
Yeah.
And then 30 minutes later, when it drops to 80, you just pop it back to 100.
Okay.
And then this thing is called Ring of Torment, and it gives you an ability. So it reduces your damage, final damage, by 30%, but it gives you a 15% experience buff for 15 minutes.
Okay.
So that's just like a 15% experience buff, but you do less damage. But it's just extra experience.
Bro, how are you a lower level than Joe?
Because I focus on my Legion champs.
Ah. I see,
Yeah.
I see. Got it. Okay.
And I don't hire Jose. not that I'm accusing anyone of anything.
Okay.
No, it's all just. The thing is like I can. There's something called a PSOC, and you can trade this. If you use a PSOC for 4KNX, you can trade this totem to one time. So, you know, I just send it to my mules, and then I just train for a while on the mules. So that's why I'm able to. So I would say on Talahart with the best rates right now, you can probably get about 2.5 T experience an hour off event with using 2x coupons.
Okay.
Yeah, 2.5 T an hour. And then Erda wise, that's like 6 Erda an hour and about 75, 80 fragments if you're on max drop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
So that's like the main benefit of reg, obviously. But the issue comes with our mesa rates. So we can farm in Talahart with the best gear and drop rates. You can farm 500 mil an hour. And then so farming 2 hours, you get a bill. And then you can sell that on the mesa market. So it's 430 right now. So you can sell 1 bill for 4.3K maple points.
Okay.
But a bright cube costs 2K NX.
Okay.
So you farm 2 hours for 1B to sell for 4.3K to get 2 bright cubes in 2 hours.
Okay.
So it's a bright cube an hour. So that's where having the Frenzy Totem tank the Meso, because in KMS, in Korea Maplestory, 1 bill is 18 KNX in USD. So they're their free-to-play environment is much more friendly than it is in GMS, and that's why a lot of interactive free-to-play players just go to Heroic, because the time to the value you get for the investment if you're playing free-to-play is much better in Heroic, because all these free-to-play players in interactive save for months and months for sales and things to come out, and then they just dump all their meso and NX at once. So free-to-play and interactive is very event-based.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Any comments?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. This is all regular server stuff that I'm literally never gonna interact with in my entire life. I am not playing on this server ever. This shit is crazy. This is like playing this.
It is crazy.
This is like you spend a bunch of money or meso or time or whatever to gear your character so that you can AFK in bosses.
I guess so.
Close your eyes and just watch it all die.
I mean, I guess I'll show you an Ex Lotus.
Yep. Wait, do it without bod.
Well, okay.
Bodless Ex Lotus.
Wait, hold on. I gotta turn this. Oh my god.
Guys, he's like 1.2 bill CP. It's just gonna die no matter what. Damn, look at the schmovement. Just gliding back and forth. Hurricane like crazy. Making this look like Hard Lotus. Okay.
And then I place teleport here. Oh, dude, I accidentally pressed bod. It's like muscle memory. Hold on. Let me find the ability and right click it. It's like I've conditioned myself. If I see red right there, I press the bod button. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
It's a real thing called bod brain. It's like a meme.
Yeah, that item's crazy.
Oh, Lucid Earring. I forgot to mention that. Lucid Earring is another catch-up item. So it's like a separate bind thing. So for 9 seconds, an additional bind.
Oh, like a crit bind?
Yes. It's like crit bind, but for 9 seconds.
Damn, okay. What's the cooldown on it?
It's the same as regular bind.
Okay. Damn, I'm trying to watch a reg server 0, just like actually keep the boss in one spot, like not a single attack pattern for the entire fight.
I'm having to think because of...
That's crazy. Oh yeah, I don't see any dummies. Can you see the dummies still? The like shadow dudes when
I
you...
have one on me.
Oh, you do?
Can you see it?
I don't think I can. So
It's a little.
it goes down with the transparency as well.
Yes.
You can see it on your buff bar, I assume, somewhere?
I have
just
it
don't
up
know
right
which
here
one
at the
it
top
is.
right corner.
Oh, okay, got it.
So sequence. So being able to weave in and out like that, I guess, is the benefit to Hurricane and the movement.
Yeah. All right. I've seen enough.
You've seen enough?
I've seen enough of this class. Okay, if you had to give me a ranking on how much fun you have playing, again, biased ranking on how much fun you have playing Bowmaster, like how engaged it keeps you in boss fights and stuff, what ranking are you giving it?
I know you have like a preference to play combo classes, and this is
Yeah.
like the exact opposite of that.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but for people who are new to the game, I know it's been said a lot. For people who are new to the game, want an easy class to play, if you are already playing the game and have a Legion champ that you just kind of want to set it and forget, I would say BOWMASTER is like a triple S tier pickup for your Legion champ pool. I know I kind of memed on the survivability and stuff like that and like not playing Blood Arrow, but if that is like, if you're newer to bosses and things like that, you can just set Blood Arrow and forget it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is truly, ever since Destiny, it became one of the best early pickup boss mules in the game.
Yeah.
It's smooth to play. It can be boring, but I enjoy the play style. I like the weaving and being able to jump with Hurricane because I also play like I play other classes. Like I played the Night Lord, I play Bishop, I play Hero. So those are all other easy, quote unquote, easy classes to play, but they feel less smooth. I enjoy the mobility of Blink Shot, the utility that you can min max. So yeah, I would say it is a great pickup for newer players, and if you want a boss mule.
Okay. So give me your biased ranking then. Like, don't worry about what I like.
The thing that knocks it one tier down for me is because of attack speed 10.
Okay.
So there was a time for a couple years where BOWMASTER damage was ass. We were like bottom 5, bottom 10 for a while, even with the same playstyle. But it got a buff where we're now an average. And for a class as easy to play as us, I would say being average is the best we can ask for.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say A+ for me.
Okay.
Because for me, I'm an end game focused player. If I could, like, if it was like a top tier damage dealer, which will never be, it would be like a S rank for me.
Okay.
But what an end game focus specifically in mind, in terms of like trying to push for server first and things like that, it falls a little short. It's like a couple tiers below like the Demon Slayers or the Night Lords.
Okay.
So
Okay, fair enough. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about the difficulty of this class. If you could pick something that you think, even if it's not hard, is the hardest thing in your opinion for new players to learn Bowmaster, what would you say it is?
the hardest thing is maximizing the use of Aeroblaster and Blink Shot. That's it.
Okay.
Otherwise, hold Hurricane and use Sequence.
Okay.
Blink Shot. There's one thing I'll see a lot of new Bowmasters do is they do not utilize this. So that is 6FD. Blink Shot, it gets them a lot out of a lot of sticky situations. But outside of those two things, you just get used to placing Aeroblaster once in a while. And then as you learn the bosses, you find better places to put Blink Shot. And that's about it in terms of min-maxing and learning the class.
Okay. So, what would you rank the difficulty of Bowmaster overall then?
Well,
I reserved a spot for you.
What is it? Very difficult?
Okie dokie.
I reserved a spot for you. When people said their classes were really easy and they wanted to give it an F ranking, I said I think I'm gonna reserve that spot. So if you want it, it's yours.
Here's the thing. I've played on and off, right? I play about 5 Legion champs. I played Lin. I've had other boss meals.
Yep.
Bowmaster is easy. Yes, you're not gonna get an argument out of me for that. But there are 15 to 20 other classes that are just as butt easy and brain dead as Bowmaster. Like Night Lord, like AB, like Hero.
Okay.
Yep, and NL is an easy class to learn. You press Dark Lord's Omen, you press your sequence, and then you hold Quattro. What's hard about that? Bishop, you just telecast and use your sequence, and then you just use your main attack ability.
Okay.
Night Lord is also getting a 2-second iframe every 60 seconds in the next patch.
In the next
Hero,
patch.
Hero, you press Sword Illusion, and you press your sequence, and then you hold Raging Blow. Angelic Buster, in a future patch, when they get their quality of life update, you press one sequence and you press your Origin. What's different from Bowmaster? You place your platter, you place Blink Shot, sequence, hold Hurricane. Now, Bowmasters get the easy stigma because our sequence is very easy, or one step easier than these other classes I've mentioned, but I would say we don't have a true iframe like a Hero or Night Lord will. Or a Bishop. Bishop also has a 3-second iframe every 60 seconds. We do have damage mitigation, but all these classes are pretty easy to learn. And if those classes are in the EF and F ranking along with me, I'm fine being that rank. But
well, here's the thing:
what are your thoughts?
Well, what you're talking about is how classes are going to get better and easier because of iframes. which again, iframes are something you have to press yourself. Whereas for you, you have something that just happens, right? Like if I'm a noob and I'm playing BOWMASTER, I'm living on BOWMASTER easier because of the shadows versus having to be like, oh shit, this is a skill I have to iframe.
But wouldn't you say having Blood Arrow on, actively hurricaning and dodging and doing damage mitigation is also kind of like the same skill set of just being able to press a button when you're in danger?
No, because every class has to do that.
Okay.
Every class has to press their damage buttons, right? But not every class has to not every class has to not worry about like every single attack because they just have something that's going to passively protect them.
I mean, I'd be willing to cede that ground.
Yeah.
I mean, here's my point. It's like I said, I'm not arguing that it's I'm not arguing it's like a Cadena or a
no, for sure,
or,
sure.
You know, or an Evan or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, in the group of easy classes, there's a lot of other classes that can be grouped just as easy as BOWMASTER.
Yeah.
And I mean, would you say BOWMASTER is easiest of those classes? I would probably say yes.
Yeah.
So chat, calm down. I started this little argument ceding the fact that BOWMASTER is easy. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So give me a break.
Yeah.
I'm not rage baiting.
So you don't want to put it in a tier on its own because you don't think it.
Whatever the easiest tier is,
Yeah.
Whatever the easiest group tier is, it's the easiest of that tier. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically I told everyone I was reserving like the F rankings for like literally like the like worst or the best of whatever that is. Same with like originally I was trying to save S for like the best, but then everyone just started putting stuff in S that we ended up having to add a double S, and then eventually we had to add a triple S because people were like, nah, this is the best of the best. So like,
right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to force you to put it in F. If you want to put it in D along with the rest of the classes that were like, yes, this is very, very incredibly easy, then yeah, by all means, put it in D. But yeah. I mean, there's a reason.
100%.
Yeah,
right?
there's a reason there's a chat vote as well as a player vote.
With that taken into consideration, I'll give it a S plus. All right, F plus.
F plus. F. I was like, wait.
I can't have it in my heart to do it a flat F. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Let's make a deal.
Sure. F plus. F plus chat. Deal. Deal. All right. Deal. All right. Let's talk about your party support. So what kind of stuff do you bring to a party to buff your teammates or help them live or any kind of utility or anything like that?
No, it's only real sharp eyes and that's it. So whatever other classes that have that, you guys put it at. I mean, I'm fine with that as well.
And just remind me of what the buff is that real sharp eyes provides as opposed to decent sharp eyes that everyone normally has.
So it's a little bit, it's like what Serums gives, but a little bit more. I mean, it's what Serums gives, but permanently after it runs out.
Okay.
Where is it? Oh yeah. 21 crit rate, 16 crit damage, and yeah.
Okay.
And it's a little bit higher than 20% because of the
Combat
combat
orders.
orders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say our Gritty Gust.
Yeah.
It is very situational, but it gives so it's our AOE mobbing ability, but it applies a 30% slow on certain bosses.
Okay.
So a lot of like the newer bosses like Kalos, it doesn't really affect.
Yeah.
But things like Black Mage P3.
Yep.
So he walks a lot slower with that on.
Yeah.
But you have to recast it every 15 seconds.
Yep.
Or 20 seconds, but the cooldown's 15, so you're just casting it off cooldown.
Yeah.
During Black Mage.
Okay. Okay.
So whatever that is, like,
we're gonna give it a C. Yeah, we're gonna give it a C. So like for support, what I did was like classes that had literally nothing, we gave D's to. Classes that had support that was like literally the opposite of a buff, like a nerf to your party, we gave the F. And then anything that had like more than nothing was like C or above. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so bottom of C.
Yeah.
Because Gritty Gust, the slow it doesn't apply to half the bosses, so.
Yeah. And then Sharp Eyes really only applies for bosses that are longer than 15 minutes. Right? Because everyone's mostly using Serams.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's a C. that's a non-zero rating, basically. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about your Hexa. So, specifically, what your masteries do to affect your skills. And specifically what I usually want to know is like what the power gain is like from mostly just from like unlock. I guess you can talk about what it's like to, max out as well, but yeah, mostly just from unlock.
I mean, so we've been memeing the whole time, but as brain dead as 6th job Bowmaster is, it is even more brain dead at 5th job or lower, because we don't get the other, add-on skills from the upgraded Hexa skills.
Yeah.
So, Hexa is pretty important. It does give a little bit that smidge of skill expression with timing the continuous procs and things like that. But I mean, it's just our masteries are a good chunk of damage. So in like our Hexa skill upgrade importance, like our 4 masteries are weighted pretty heavily early on.
Do you know what the damage gain is like from just unlocking masteries?
I don't know like the level 1 stuff, but overall it's about 70-ish, 70 to 75% FD.
Okay.
From everything.
For max.
It's on the lower side of most classes, but it is pretty important for mobbing, especially when you're going fresh into Grandis. A lot of our mobbing skills lack damage because, with the arrow platter training, Bowmaster's training is not the AFK like Mojuan is, but it's lazy if you want it to be. You can just hold there and press arrow blaster. You have to be at the keyboard to train, but it is lazy since you're just standing there holding arrow blaster.
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't become viable until you gain the damage to overcome Grandis damage. Yeah. The HP pool.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're just like popping your burst and doing this. Yeah. Which is, no one wants to do this.
Okay, so if you had to like give a ranking to this, specifically based on like the power gain that you'll get from just like unlocking 6th job and masteries and whatever. I know you said you don't know the specific numbers, but like if you had to guess how much power you gain from just putting like 1 point into masteries and then gaining the origin and stuff like, wait, how much, do you know how good your origin is like compared to other classes' origins?
Our origin is pretty average.
Okay.
I think if I remember correctly, when Origins first came out and they did the numbers after they added more lines to it, we were smack dab right in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, with all that in mind, like the Origin average damage, the power gain of unlocking masteries, what would you say the importance is of?
I would say like it is a solid B plus. It maintains the current playstyle. It adds a little bit of the Hexa Hurricane thing in there. It's not as like game breaking or like other classes like change their rotations entirely
Yeah, for sure.
for the better and more FD, once you get Hexa. But for us, our playstyle basically stays the same.
Yeah. Okay.
But you get the more damage.
Okay. And every mastery is basically just damage gain one way or another.
Basically, yeah. And it's most of it is like, even if it's flashy, it's kind of like Glenn. You just passively gain damage.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. Cool. Well, let's talk about your farming then. You're kind of starting to get into it a little bit. You showed us some stuff earlier, but
yeah,
specifically what I want to know is what it's like farming like very early 6th jobs. So, and maybe like maybe like without frenzy totems and stuff like that. But like, yeah, like what's farming like with either with like no Janus or like Janus level 1.
Okay. So for bowmasters, like you can do Janus, like if you have Janus level 1 and you have 1 orb, you can kind of do one of these. Oh, let me switch into farming. One of these, go over here, pop down your fountain, and then you can have like your blink arrow right here. So you can pop down, go up here, platter, blink down, and then just hold your arrow blaster like this, and then rotate cooldowns. So my Storm of Arrows is on, and I just hold down.
I think I actually remember Stoops talking about this, how he had to like rotate cooldowns while he was training for like enough damage to one-shot mobs.
So you can do it so that there's like very little overlap.
Yep.
But you have to, you create like 2 or 3 sequences, so you can just kind of rotate through them as they fall off, and then you just have like near permanent uptime of, just extra damage and burst going on.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is it, and then
once it's set up, you're just holding down one button.
Yep. But if you're weak, and then let's say you have, the AOE Janus on.
Yeah.
So you'd have to like, what I would do is like I would place my blink shot right here, platter, right?
Yeah.
Go down here, press that, and then I would just rotate cooldowns and then go around arrow streaming.
Yeah.
And this is like, if you're weak and fresh into Grandis, this is what you do.
Okay.
It's a little bit more active, but...
Yeah.
But I feel like once you get to the point you're able to do blaster training, there's no turning back.
Okay. And what would that require? Like Janus 20?
No, just mastery and just general damage.
Okay.
Like unlock level 1 masteries, get a little bit better gear.
Yeah.
And for the most part, like with frenzy training, like you'd require significantly more funding because the mobs spawn faster, so you have to kill them faster. But in terms of regular base spawn, what is it, 6 seconds? It should be enough to do decent clearing with rotating cooldowns.
Yeah. Okay, so what would you rank the farming like on this class, specifically with like level 1 Janus or below? I guess
I would say if you're able to step into lazy training, it is like an A+.
Okay.
A plus, maybe S minus or something like that.
Okay.
It's just that, you know, Aeroblaster training is a slightly higher funding requirement.
Yeah. So for like non-reg players that can just like, you know, I guess whatever, fund their way up there real quick. For like newer players on Reboot.
I would say it's a A.
Yeah.
I dock it a little points because like things like a true AFK training like Mojuan, it's not capable of that. You still have to be active on the computer,
for sure.
holding down the button.
Yep.
As complex as that is.
Yep.
But yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Sorry, I lost my thing here. Okay. Our last section, we'll talk about the animations. So normally what people have liked me to ask is for you to, well, first of all, crank the animations back up. And then if you could remove your, I don't even know what skills are going to like visually change from your masteries, but just remove any of your boost nodes that will like change what they look like, so we can see what your skills look like before mastery and after mastery.
Let me go to Dojo then.
Okay.
Ooh, this is exciting. I haven't done this. I forgot what they look like. Unlimited. All right. So let's see, like Hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just take everything off.
Okay.
I'll turn off Janice. Oh my god. That's part of BOWMASTER 2. Once you have your burst going, it is nearly impossible to stop bursting. So if you have like 1% HP left on a boss and you're like, everyone stop, you just gotta be like, sorry guys.
Yeah.
YOLO.
Okay. Then that should go way
this
flashier.
thing is like Inhuman. This is our passive from Inhuman Speed. So this is. So if I cast it, so it's like a button that just, you see all the little shadow clones shooting for you, and that's the class thing.
Okay.
So these are my little shadow boys shooting arrows, and that's like that's part of our burst ability.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's do you want me to do a burst with this?
No, just wanted to see what these look like before masteries.
Yeah.
And then pop them back on and let me see what it looks like.
Okay.
Again with everything unlocked. Yeah, okay, I see it.
Yeah. Just more wind. This is shootout mode as well. So you can kind of see a visual cue.
So many arrows. Again. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I
pretty
guess
simple.
Yeah. I guess we can try a burst. So just everything.
The bird went purple.
My toggles. Yep. So like my little homies are shooting on top of the boss. My little homies are shooting around me. So it's
okay.
There's a bunch of skills activating off of Hurricane.
Let's see that origin one more time.
Okay. So it does initial damage, and for 30 seconds, it does a flurry of arrows every like 3 seconds.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it does 15. How many does it? It does it for 30 seconds. I think it does it 10 times.
All right.
But it works off of the burst because, you know, Vicious Shot is for 30 seconds, and it just kind of lines up together the timing wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like the bow characters, if you like the bow like arrow shooting style, this is like infinite arrows. This is just actually
Yeah,
I'm like trying to wonder how someone is capable of shooting that many arrows, and it's like a machine gun. It's crazy.
The class before Destiny Remaster was like a hodgepodge of like 6 different themes going on at the same time, and it looked terrible. And then with the remaster, it looks a lot more blue, but at least it looks modern.
There is some color in it. It's not like a lot of the Explorer classes are just like straight one color, and this one at least has like a little bit of something else going on.
A little bit of red, a little bit of purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of gold here and there.
Yeah.
And a little bit of like shadow colors from like Inhuman Speed and like Flash Mirage.
Yeah. That's pretty nice, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, so if you had to give me a ranking for your thoughts on the class animations and visuals, what would you rank it?
I was hopping between a B and an A.
Okay.
Pre-remaster was an F. After Destiny, I would say, you know what? I'll give it an A.
Okay. Solid.
Yeah. It's not as, you know, the animations look modern because of the remaster, and then it's not as one-notey like a Wind Archer. I mean, Wind Archer looks pretty, but it's all green.
Yeah.
And there's no flavor to it, right?
Yeah.
So that's my point of view.
All right. Hell yeah. Good, solid ranking. So, I mean, that pretty much concludes everything that I usually want to talk about. I'll give chat a chance to ask any questions that they maybe wanted to ask throughout the interview that I didn't actually get a chance to get around to. If you have any questions for Bacon right now would be the time. Someone asked earlier if you ever stream at all.
Me, no.
Okay. That's what I thought, but I didn't know the answer to it. I just wanted to double check. You could be like you could be like the reg server streamer, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but there is a palpable class-based heroic versus interactive sentiment that I try to fight against, but it is kind of hard to
for sure
be well known
as
an interactive player.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
I mean, I try to, you know, fight for the community as a whole. But sometimes there's you know, my side versus your side kind of sentiment going on in the community.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is a shame.
Do you know, you talked about some stuff a little bit, but maybe you just want to give us a quick summary for anyone who skips to this section, or if they just missed it earlier. What is going to happen to your class when the 2-minute change comes through?
We are getting a very slight FD buff. That's it.
Okay.
So, like, our Quiver Barrage is getting like a slight buff, and then our Silhouette Mirage, our damage mitigation ability, is getting like almost a 2x buff. But even if it's such a small part of our BA, even the 2x buff is small. So it ends up being like, I would say 2.5, 3 FD buff.
Okay. Someone's asking, Cont 6 or Roar 6?
Continuous all the way.
Okay.
There used to be an argument for Roar in certain situations, especially during the FD stacking meta when Bishop was OP and doing like 40 FD.
Mm-hmm.
But those days are over, so you just go continuous.
Okay. I feel like I know the answer to this, but do you run any like cooldown on reduction on your hat at all?
I for covert only.
For Culvert, yeah, okay.
So with the new Mastery 3 and 4, with this skill coming in, we had some, tinfoil hat theories. Maybe a cooldown hat will be better because this is a 30-second skill.
Mm-hmm.
And with cooldown hat, so I have a -7-second hat. This is an eternal hat. It's -7 seconds. So I was we were asking the question.
Fucking crazy.
-7 allows you to cast one more extra quiver cartridge in a 2-minute window, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's 5 casts instead of 4. So we were thinking, is the one extra cast going to out damage the stat lines you lose, right? But thankfully, for the bowmasters out there who hate cooldown hats and rolling for cooldown hats because that shit is so expensive, you don't need it.
Okay. So nobody anywhere, regular reboot, no one wants that shit. Okay.
What if we weaved in Gritty Gust with the -7 second and shit? We tried that too, and it was still an FD loss. So no matter what, no matter how you slice the cake, it's
okay.
Just go stat hat.
Okay. Good to know. Someone asked, which special node stone do you use? I don't know. Is that a regular server thing?
Oh yeah. So you're talking about the special node?
Oh, okay. That's probably what it is. Yeah.
So we use Inspector Power for the boss. That was from Ride or Die. But we use Just One or Lethal Strike.
Okay. And both of those increase your crit rate?
Crit rate by 100% for 10 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, so we use those. And then if you really want to min-max it, so for your Origin Burst, you use Just One. And you get the plus 100% crit rate, which is 50 crit damage for the 10 seconds during Origin Burst. And then you swap off of it into Boss Slayer. Okay. Boss Slayer 1.
Okay.
But it's like, if you really want to node swap in the middle of a boss, and for Bowmaster, there's a couple of quirks, like if we're attacking the boss, and these yellow arrows, you see those yellow arrows go out?
Yeah.
So let's say I'm doing a boss, and passively Arrow Blaster is hitting it, and Guided Arrow is hitting the boss, and these yellow arrows spawn. These yellow arrows put me in combat stance, so I need to wait 5 seconds. So you need to either face away and hope the boss doesn't come near you, or you got to turn off Guided Arrow, and you got to turn off Platter, and then switch the node, which is like, which is kind of dumb.
Okay. Another question. Ray's been really wanting me to ask you this. Can you give a ranking to survivability if you didn't have BOD, if you played on reboot?
Okay, so I know this was the pain point of the whole interview, right?
Uh-huh.
It is good.
Yeah.
Survivability. It's the way you are phrasing survivability is, can I face tank? And the ability for Bowmasters to face tank has been nerfed significantly. And the main example of like when Bowmasters show us survivability is, hey, I can just face tank all the black mage bullets in phase 4.
Yeah.
And that has changed. That's no longer viable.
Yep.
So that's why I docked it a little bit. And
sure.
So like you can tank like 2 sets of bullets, but then you start have to dodging and start healing back up.
So like, okay, so I know we're sounding like a broken record here because we keep talking about this, and after you answer this one last question, we're just gonna move on and never talk about it again.
No, it's fine.
But if you had to rank it based on the way that the rest of the classes exist currently, and not based on how it used to interact with it, like how good it used to be, like I feel like you're trying to give it a lower rank because it used to be better, but like ignore how good it used to be. How good is it now compared to the rest of the classes?
I'm not a professional of whatchamacallit, on like other classes
Yeah,
that
for
have
sure.
healing.
Yeah.
So like High Auto or like Nightwalker and things like that. In the interviews, you've probably seen them. How about I show you an example?
Yeah. Okay.
We'll just go into Black Mage real quick, and then I'll go to P3.
Okay.
And I'll just speed run it. Let me turn on FAMs.
We're speedrunning it with all animations on. Yep. Here we go.
Oh man, I made a terrible mistake. Hold on. Sorry, chat. So this right here, I slow down.
Yeah.
And then I would place, you can place a blink shot right there.
Yeah.
And have a way to. So as you can see, BOWMASTER, the Black Mage is a lot slower than he would normally be.
Yeah.
And then you just use that on cooldown.
Damn, ducking on this class is so chill.
Yep. But would that count towards survivability or?
No. I'm just saying, like, my classes, when I was progging this, I was getting locked in every single animation. I could never duck. I had to, like, slow down my damage rotation so much.
All right. And let me change to my drop gear.
Okay.
So I do less damage. All right. So let me get this set up. All right. Hold on. Oh, I'm still doing too much damage. Hold on. Turn off my origin.
He's gonna die! So, like, your clones would not protect you from this, right? Because it's a bunch of instances of smaller damage?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
It would only protect me from the FMA. So
Yep.
right here. So blood arrows are on.
Yep.
Like in these situations when... So in these situations when Black Mage isn't doing anything, obviously you have the time to heal it back up.
Yep.
But he's not... Hit me with the black bullets, alright. It's not that free anymore. I'll wait for another set of bullets to come.
I don't remember what white aura versus black aura does. What if you go to black aura?
I'll try black aura.
Black
aura allows me to use a potion.
Yeah, okay.
But it gives me these like AoE damage. Ooh.
I mean, that was pretty good. I'm pretty sure you just tanked like 5 waves of bullets there. Maybe not the full waves.
No,
but...
I wiggled back. I dodged half of those.
Okay.
So if I have the arrow blaster on, it'll probably be a little bit more lines. So let's try with that.
And more lines equals more healing.
He'll cooperate and shoot us. All right, he's shooting me in the face. So before the nerf, that is very much survivable.
Sounds like the nerf was deserved to me.
I mean, yes, obviously, if you have a brain and you dodge a little bit when your health gets low, obviously it's. But
what about this? What about this is tough because he's shooting shotgun at you as well.
So right here, so like if you do a little bit of a jump back while you still have hurricane,
Yeah.
obviously, yeah, like we can survive these situations.
Yeah, that's still really good. The healing. I don't play any classes that have like a lot of like self-healing from attacking, so I don't really know what to compare it to in terms of like healing rate.
Sorry, I was reading chat there.
No, you're good.
Well, let's try a situation where, like, you know. So during burst, the thing too is like, you know, everything else is you have more lines, so you'll heal a little bit faster as well, because you have more lines going off of all the skills that you have.
Yeah.
So it's just more procs of blood arrow.
So when you're bursting, you can maybe tank more. Well, you can't tank more, but maybe you can tank shotgun blasts.
Yeah, a little bit better. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is really good.
So I'm not sure how that compares with like Hayatos or Nightwalkers or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe Chad has a better idea.
Yeah, I mean, some classes definitely have better healing than that. Some of the classes that I saw heal were like insane healing speed, but yeah.
I mean, obviously, like this is just a static, you know, example, and I'm purposely taking shots, whereas in other in normal bossing situations, you would, you know, dodge what you can.
Yeah. 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 All right. I mean, it's fine. We don't. I don't expect you to like change the ranking of any kind. I just think like everyone's like super hyper fixated on the fact that you didn't give it a super high ranking, and I mean for that reason, guys,
was chat wanting like an SS or something? Because
yeah, pretty much.
Like
yeah,
like how can I like what other classes would have SS besides like a Mihal or something?
Well, we gave Mihail like 3 S's.
Okay.
And I think we also gave Lynn 3 S's. And then
like
there were a number of classes. Yeah, there were a number of classes that had maybe not a number, but I think there were at least a couple that had double. Lynn, Bishop, Mihail were top 3. Yeah.
Okay. Bishop. Okay. I mean, yeah, those are triple S's.
Yeah.
I mean, if those are triple S's, where did Hayato and Nightwalker fit?
Nightwalker might have been S. Nightwalker was S, I think, because I remember. Yeah, I remember looking at the Nightwalker rankings and being like, okay, we've given everything an S so far.
Hayato A+. I mean,
yeah.
I can't give it an SS, but kind of got an S.
Yeah, Kana's healing was a lot faster than yours, but you also have like you have the fucking the homies, you know.
Easy movement and stuff like that.
Yeah. Also just I guess just the playability of the class is easier to I don't know. It's fine. Yeah. We don't have to change it. Everyone's just hyper fixated on this one thing, and it's fine. There's a reason that I didn't invite these guys to be interviewed. We'll just leave it at that.
Well, there are some situations like let's say you have burst up and then you need to run away, and the burst is still going on, and you're still getting like incidental heals just from those procs. Like there's situations like that other classes can't do.
Yeah. Like it's not like it's not invincible, right?
Yes.
I mean, nothing in this game is invincible. We can all meme and say there are classes that are we also gave Zero, I think Zero got a double S as well, now that I'm thinking about it. Because like there are a lot of classes that are actually just disgustingly survivable.
Yeah. But here's where I tacked it off, because the survivability being face tanking, right? And face tanking is weak now compared to the past.
Yeah.
But
I mean, face tanking everything.
You know, all these other classes, you have to account for mobility and obviously having hands to a point. But if we're talking strictly just standing there and I'm taking the damage, it's an A. But if we're incorporating everything else, I mean, I can see an S.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fine. We can bump it up. Larry, change it to an S.
All right.
No, but I think like I think you're fine in the ranking that you gave it. Obviously, like you're in a different world, right? Where some of the things don't matter as much as they would for us because of that ring that you have. But yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, personally for me, like with the bot and stuff, like it is a meme, but I do make a conscious decision to tank the damage because I can.
Yeah.
For more damage.
Yeah.
So it is like you can meme and say bot brain, but it's also like, okay, we have the skill, might as well maximize it. Why would I dodge if I can just tank it and just do more damage instead?
Yeah. And then I guess because of that, your dummies basically just don't ever do anything, right? Like your dummies basically just don't even exist in your mind.
Yes, because I'm taking so many hits that it just keeps instantly eating the dummies.
Yeah. You don't think I can tank this because I have a dummy. You think I can tank this because bot is still up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like it would be nice if the dummies calculation happened after bot died. But it happens before bot dies.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
I think that's fair. All right. Any last questions, chat, before we let him go? Damn, bro. We got a little off track part of the way through. I mean, in a lot of different places during this interview, but
yeah.
One way or another, I'm glad that you came on to do this. I'm glad that we had you. I'm glad we could clear some things up about the difference between reg and reboot, and maybe like try to bridge the gap between the communities a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like people just see the stats and the money spent, which is valid reason, obviously. But it's like when things don't go our way in interactive or heroic players, for instance, and then we make valid complaints. It would be nice if the servers were able to unite together to fight on behalf of customers and things like that. So I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's us as a community versus Nexon, the $1 billion corporation. So yeah, that's just my stance on it. And it's tough when there's like posts of like something happened to my account and it's like, oh, this is interactive, just buy another account. It's like, okay, well, that doesn't really help anything.
Yeah.
And be like, interactive problems don't really matter because heroic has 70% of the population, so we actually pay for the servers. It's like, I mean, at the end of the day, we choose to pay. We just want a fair service and fair value for what we do.
Do you think you've spent more money on like power increases on your characters or on skins?
I will show you.
No, you don't have to show me. You don't have to show me. You don't have to show me.
No. This costs 200 mil meso. This costs 500 mil meso. This costs 200 mil meso. This costs 200 mil meso. This is expensive, but when I bought it, it was like 500 mil meso. This is like 500 mil meso.
Okay.
So,
and you have that on like all of your characters. Oh, what is this fucking... Holy shit. I feel like I'm in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory and all the Oompa Loompas are coming out like dripped out and they're about to start singing and dancing in front of me.
So I spent more on gaining power.
Okay, got it. That's crazy, bro.
Chat, if you want fashion story tips, DM me. I got you. Okay,
that's
so
crazy.
The real reason I actually do this is because early on, I had the visual clutter of the game, right? So crazy, and it was hard for me to see my character.
Yeah. So you wanted to get used to like one thing?
Unifying the cash shops helps me do that.
Yeah.
When I play other characters.
No, I 100% understand that. I was playing my collie this week, and I was in a boss, and I literally just stopped for like 15 seconds, and I was just looking back and forth, and I was like, guys, where the fuck is my character? I was doing a 6-man, I think it was like Darknell or something, and I was just like, guys, where the fuck is my character right now? Like, I don't even know where I am. So I got you. I feel that 100%.
And with the auction house, I can just buy him. So it's like, you know, all these 40 sets just cost a few bill meso, you know? Yep. Over the course of a couple of years, you know, I just check on the auction house if there are any more on sale, and I just buy them out. So it's very cheap in the end run.
Yep.
And I like the look.
Yep.
So
straight
people
drip.
Seem to not like the look.
No, dude, it's yeah, it looks great. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
The whole roster, the whole family, they all look fantastic. Spread the word. Tell them all I said that. All right, Bacon. Well, I appreciate you taking the time, bro. Dude, we did not keep it under an hour.
Yeah.
Disappointed.
I apparently made some very uneducated, statements. So it took some time to hash that out, I guess.
Yeah. All good. It is what it is. I appreciate you coming on. I honestly, I really like the reg player point of view. And I haven't been able to talk to a single one yet. So, yeah, we got the 2-for-1 here.
Yeah, appreciate me having me on. Appreciate me. It's been too long. I can't. I'm a BOWMASTER.
I do. Yeah, actually, you're right. I do appreciate having you on. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I appreciate you and all the work you've been putting into all these interviews. I know it's not easy.
Yeah, dude, we're almost done. We're close.
Yeah, at the finish line.
Yep. All right, bro. Well, I'm gonna let you go. Any final words to potential future BOWMASTER players?
It is one of the top 5 classes in the game.
Okay.
Overall, even if you don't want to main it, play it as a mule.
Okay.
You won't regret it.
Okay. Done. Sold. All right, brother.
And yeah, thanks so much.
No, thank you. Thank you. Seriously. All right, we'll chat soon. Appreciate you being on.
I'll say it was one thing. I know. Like chat was saying a lot of rage bait and meme stuff like that. Of course, like I came into this interview knowing that BOWMASTER was easy and memeing and rage baiting and all that. So
of course,
I mean, it is very much an enjoyable class. So
yep.
Just enjoy pressing your sequence and holding Hurricane, guys.
Yep. All right, bro. I'll let you go. Thank you, man.
All right. Thanks, guys. See ya.
Later. Chat, everyone say thank you, Bacon. Get your thank you reps in. Thank you, Bacon. Thank you, Bacon. Thank you. Thank you, Bacon. There we go. Yep. Get the reps in. Yep. There you go. I mean, honestly, I'm not super surprised by much of anything in that interview. I think most of that stuff I knew about. Maybe not like the specifics about it, but most of the stuff I knew about there, having played with a BOWMASTER through most of my early prog, and you know, everyone talks about BOWMASTERs like literally every single day, because it's kind of just a meme. And I will say, for anyone who's watching this, like if you're new to Maplestory, or if you're thinking about starting or coming back to it or whatever, as a new player, I will say that even though BOWMASTERs are a meme in terms of the class, amongst the community, most people that I know, and most people that are joking about BOWMASTERs as a class actually play one themselves because of how simple and easy and solid it is of a class. So if it is something you are interested in, and you want a really, really, really simple, starting step into Maplestory as a game, I think BOWMASTER, honestly, is probably one of the best choices that you can make. Now, that being said, you know, you may want to change classes eventually because of how simple it is, but again, some people like simple. And if that's you, then have lots and lots and lots of fun, and I hope you learned everything that you wanted to learn from being here. Chat! Thank you for participating in our community votes. Thank you for being mostly respectful and supportive of my guest. It's all memes, I'm sure. YouTube, hope you learned everything that you wanted to learn. And I hope that we convinced you to make a BOWMASTER. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!